thing that happen often more than just a little. I be shutting down the city, black the latest gears. When she where you see that sun in the air. Fashion week all year, throwing money in the air. Just happy with my lady, other girls they wanna hate her. It comes with the territory, ball players wanna date her. All we got is loyalty, I'm treating you like royalty. I'ma spoil you every day of the week. Shot is in the basement party, yeah. Turn into the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, then we went up. And my love tripping. Now I feel my body drifting. My body dripping. But she got me lifted. The mind tripping. She's so. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. 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 Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Take a breath, inhale, exhale, now breathe, baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Hey. Inhale, exhale, let's take a breath and breathe, baby. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. 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 Do some crazy. Okay. I wanna live like it's Mardi Gras and go dumb with my whole squad and don't need no R&R. To regular life, I say au revoir. Hey, living life in the fast lane. May your pain only beat. So please come join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just tapped. I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks. Let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid. Doing things I've never done. We all got one thing.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Today we have an exciting matchup between two teams looking to perform on a big stage. It's the Jets going up against the Lions. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between the New York Jets and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. The return man here, T.J. Jones. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chain in with Coleman. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here we go on 4th down with Bortles. He's got it to Dye. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
When it comes to J.J. Watt, we're about out of superlatives, aren't we? So let's just make this simple. One of the best to ever play the game.
Now Bortles. He goes left side, and he has Dye. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Throwing is Bortles. He shakes him off. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. One man in the backfield is Gordon. They go play action here on 1st down. And right with it here over the middle. A huge play there for the Jets. 47 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 2nd down following the incompletion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
It's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They do go for it. It's Bortles. Flush to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. That'll be a gain of 16. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This is Coleman. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
Bortles now on 1st down. That is incomplete. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. There we go now. Green 90. Ace.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Z.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They come out here in the eye. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let it go again. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. It looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. One man in the backfield is Gordon. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll set up to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. 1st and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, tried his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ramik Wilson in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here we go on 4th down with Bortles. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And his throw is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out come the Jets. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top. Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They begin the drive with Coleman. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Blue 45, 58, left, green 90.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He's going to float this one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And New York set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New York set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He completes it to Peak. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They run it here with Gordon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And now they're in the hurry-up.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot down.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come out in the pistol. So after the INT, it's Bortles going up top. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. He goes left side, and he has down. Touchdown, Detroit! Dante Dye, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete. The tight end, Tim Wright, his intent.
Receivers, they go over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game. But here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game. And if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit. Try it that way. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Trying to shoot. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And Anderson's got it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And right with it here over the middle. 13 yards on the pickup. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. And they're going to speed things up here. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? One man in the backfield is Jordan. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
That one complete to Anderson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And Detroit getting set to go now. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Here's Coleman. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Back now at Ford Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Shift together here from the D-line. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Coleman. And some room to roam now. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Detroit. Tevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating, because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Peake's got it over the middle. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Their dangerous wide receiver. 78 yards. And the Jets are within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up.
Here we go now.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that was textbook 3-4 defense. Normally the defensive line just eats up blocks. In this case, they ate up the blocks and still made the play against the running game. Really, really nice job.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Finding time. He's going to float this one. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Coleman now. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Bortles to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And the Jets set to take the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peak, was the target. And that'll bring up second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
They'll give him a little extra confidence there.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tahir Whitehead from this outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Ready.
He's back to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They come up in an offset eye. He'll look to throw. He goes left side, and he has down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has kept the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Thought he may have gotten away with one there, but the ref caught him, and it's holding. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. the ground they go with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And able to break. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Their dangerous wide receiver in the final minute. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. New York set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Going underneath for Gordon. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. So many practices we've watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a grip.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Three down. Here we go.
Now Bortles. Looking right sideline, that's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Bortles to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
One final try now for Bortles. Looking left side, and it's complete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jets, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.